Hi everyone. Okay, I'm back and we are on 2022. Yay! Okay, so we are using Pink Fresh, their new line called Happy Hearts. That's what it's called. So, let me see if I can move this a little bit. There we go. And let's get started. Oh my god, I love this layout. And I will tell you right now that I have decided to make sure that a heart, at least one heart, will be on every single layout for the rest of this year. So, because I did it for 2 layouts in December, the last 51 and 52, and then I was making this layout, and I'm like, you know what? I love Project Life. I love my family, fur and human, and I'm like, you know what, we're doing it. So I did borrow some other papers from another collection. I just don't remember which one, but there are a couple that you will see that are not in this one, and I think it's this one and this one, because I needed more and they didn't have it, and I like bringing in collections. And I went off this color, and this color had hot, like the fuchsia and orange in it, and they didn't actually have it in this collection. So I was like, okay, bring it in. And you know how I like doing that. I like putting, because the colors match, I like using other collections. Actually, this one, now that I'm looking at it, this one is actually from Pretty Little Studio, and it was like perfect match. It was so unbelievably good that I was like, oh wow, see, look at it, matches so perfect. It just, so I used that one from that collection. Okay, I can speak, I promise. Lots of noise happening. That's the ground squirrel that's outside. You might hear that little chittering. And that's from him. He's talking. I don't know what he's saying, but he likes to chitter all day. And then there is the washing machine is going. We have an indoor washer and dryer, and usually I don't have it running because usually I like doing my laundry later on in the afternoon. I don't know why. I don't know, but I had it going for a little while, and then I was like, okay. So then I got ready to film, and then I can hear it, and I'm like, oh well, too late. So you might hear the washing machine also. So sorry about that, but you know what? It's either now or never, right? If I don't film now, I kind of lose motivation. Isn't that cute? Look at Kiss the girl. She's so cute. So yeah, so we're rolling with it, you guys. We totally are. So now I have been doing haul videos, right? And I am loving them. I am so loving them, and you guys are liking them too, which is really cool. I have more thumbs up than thumbs down, which is shocking, because that's why I didn't do it for many years, because you know, people were not very nice, and some people, not all people, and I just thought, you know, but I think people are now realizing that you can skip videos, there's playlists, you know, there's other things you can do besides be mean. So, and you know, and usually like the YouTubers will put on their title card, on their titles, you know, like haul video or like Project Life. So now you have kind of warning, and you know, I think that's pretty awesome. And so I personally have been loving it now. I love sharing with you guys because, you know, I love haul videos, and I love haul videos because they're so fun. There's so much stuff out there, and stuff that we wouldn't personally buy, but we love it. Or there's stuff that we're like, oh wow, I totally want that. And then you go online and you search for it, and then you get it, and you're like, cool. So yeah, that's where I'm at in life, you know, and so that's cool. You know, when you don't have money, you kind of tend to get a little bit more down, or, you know, isn't this cute? We were watching Lost Boys. That's one of my favorites to watch every week, is Lost Boys. And so this is actually an iron-on, and I took the backing off. I used the powder, the baby powder, took all the stickiness off of it, and I used it in my Project Life. This is from one of my hauls, but it was an iron-on, and I don't care, because you know what? It's a sticker. No matter how you shake it, it's a sticker. So I'm almost out of adhesive, and my husband will be gone for 2 days. So, which is okay, because I'm not really fast right now with my Project Life. I just pushed out I just pulled out the pictures for week 3. So this is week 1 and 2 because like I said, I don't know what happened. Usually I take pictures galore, but I don't know what happened that first week or week of the new year. I don't know what was up with me, but I did not take as many pictures as I normally do. And I don't know, it's kind of weird. So who knows, maybe just burned out from the holiday and I don't know, but it was kind of weird. And yeah, so I combined week 1 and 2, which I you know, it's not like I don't like to do it. I don't have to do it because I take so many pictures. So, and to not have enough pictures for a week was kind of shocking. So when I was like, you know what, I'm going with the flow. I'm not going to worry about this. You know, I'm not going to stress about it. I'm not going to overthink it. No, I'll just combine week 1 and 2. And that's what I did. And it's all right because this is fun. This is all so fun. Fill your heart with what's important. And look at this. That is Tim. I don't know if you're sure if you can see, but Tim is actually sleeping, okay? My husband is sleeping underneath Ash. And there's Dora and there's Kit. But yeah, he's sleeping. And I'm like, it is hilarious. I've been taking, because my husband has been working so much lately, and they've had vehicle accidents galore, and you're talking like 2:30 in the morning, 4:30 in the morning, so he hasn't gotten much sleep, and then he's been coming home and working on the bathroom, and so we haven't even done puzzles this week, and that's, you know, we try and take time to do that because that way he doesn't get burned out completely. But either way, so then he comes home and then I tell him, okay, let's go take a nap. Let's go lay down. And he's like, okay. And then he falls asleep and they are on him and I'm awake and I'm taking pictures all the time now because like this is another day and they're on top of him. It's hilarious. And so he has been sleeping with them totally on him. And I'm like, and I watch and I'm laughing and they step on him. And it doesn't matter, you guys. He sleeps through it all. He just does. And it's funny what we get used to doing when you have fur babies that sleep with you. And they're not exactly lightweights, so that's kind of funny too, because, you know, they're all like over 50 pounds. And, oh, that's not going to work. Okay. We'll just, yeah, that's exactly what I wanted anyways. I got kind of confused. But nope, that's what I wanted. So I got new stickers from, I think, Dollar Tree or somewhere. But look at, there's Kit. It's his Sunshine Kisses. Look at how cute she is. And that's him. Just, his hand is on her head and he's asleep and she's asleep. It's just, oh, I love life, you guys. You know what? Life is awesome. And, you know, it's awesome. So it's too cute. So what I did a lot of, what do you call it? You know how I love to make 3D projects and I love that kind of stuff. Well, and then I love, you know, I guess mainly it's just like the 3D projects, but I've been incorporating this time around a lot of the other stuff that I make, you know, the paper stuff, you know, the clusters. There we go. And the clusters, and I've been loving it. So this is a frame, but I wanted it not to hit the orange background. I wanted it to because I'm adding the picture on top. So all I did was I cut one of the embellishments and I cut it in half so that way there's a background on this. And you know what, guys, it's okay. It's okay to cut up your stuff and not use it like it was intended because I needed it for this and that's what I wanted. So that's what works. Now I have, let me see if I can get it real quick. I have some adhesive here. Try and keep this next to me on my desk. So pop dots. There we go. Now I know what it's called. So let me put a little bit of there, a little bit of there, a little bit of this. So, and we're going to pop it up. You're not going to see the autumn part because we don't say autumn in California. We say fall. So I don't need the autumn anyways. And I would have covered it anyways. You know what I mean? So it's fine. And we have this one. So this is full of embellishments, you guys. I was just having fun. I've been watching, you know, because I watch movies over and over again. I tend to do that. And like I said, I come by it naturally. I guess my dad does the same thing. And I never knew that until my mom's like, yeah, your dad's watching this again. And I'm like, oh, I guess I come by it naturally. So yeah, I watch Abduction with Taylor Lautner on Netflix once a week, if maybe not 3 times, when my husband's working and I'm in my craft room, and I listen. I listen to Netflix movies, and yeah, I watch Abduction like a lot. But I love Lily Collins. I love Taylor Lautner. So I just, you know, I like it. And so I watch that, and I zone out, and I craft, and I just listen, and it's great. It's great. So, hey. So, but that's, what I've noticed too, though, in my, because I had a, I look back at my project life on some of the layouts when I tell Tim, I go, we went to, you know, let's just say Solvang. We went to Solvang like last year, you know, I just tell him, and he's like, no, we went the year before. And I'm like, let's go through my albums. So then I go through my albums, and I'm like, no, dude, we went like 5 years ago. And it's crazy. And so that I've been looking at my albums a little bit more often lately, looking at things like that. And I'm noticing that a lot of my pages are kind of messed up because of the bulk. And so I'm like, okay, well, I'm like, you know what, honestly, no one looks at my books, and I just look at it as a diary, kind of, you know, it's my diary, and that's okay. And like I said, once I die, if my kids want to throw them all away, go ahead, because I'm having fun now. I'm living for them now, so living for fun, and you know what, that's okay. And so I'm not going to worry about it. But if you are worried about it, just know that some of your bulky items, I can't get this, some of your bulky items may mess up in the album, because I store mine right side up, vertical, and that makes a difference sometimes. But then if you store them horizontal, they could be crushed too. So you know, it is what it is. So, but just letting you know, if you don't look through your books often, you might want to, if you care, that they're not going to stay perfect. So I got these cat. I got these cats. This was also, all this stuff is in a haul now, you guys. And I got the cat stickers from Hobby Lobby, and they made me laugh so hard. And I saw cat, and I was like, okay, I have to have this. And then I've already started using all the stuff I buy. I use, you know, all the time. You know, it's one of those things where I'm like, I always use my stuff. I buy it, I use it, and I love it. And so I started using it right away, because I hadn't put it away yet, so it's still in my face, and that's even more helpful. And look at how funny. So there's Kit. She's just like zoning out. And look at the cat. Oh my goodness, is that not funny? So perfect. Perfect, perfect. And yeah, so I love it. Oh, you know what though? I don't have a heart on here. I don't have a heart on this one. Oops, I gotta put a heart on it. Do I not have a heart? I just noticed that, you guys. So I need to remedy. There we go. Remedy that. So. And, yeah, I'll put one right there. I'll remember. Yeah, I'll remember. Oh, I hope I remember. You'll find out when I take pictures on Instagram if I did or didn't. So, she didn't remember. So, that's how it goes. Oh, you guys, I bought the Switch. I had been wanting the Switch for a while, but well, I didn't want the Switch, and then, because I have plenty of machines, but then I started talking to Tim, and then I was like, well, you know, I could put it here, and it might be easier than me cranking my, my Platinum. And he's like, well, just get it. And I'm like, I know, but they're all sold out everywhere. And then I was like, and I started looking into them, and I noticed how they are all, like, Hobby Lobby has rights to the peach one, and so you have black, white, peach, and pink. And I was like, well, my favorite color ever is lilac, which they sometimes call lavender, and that is my favorite color. My second favorite color is pink, and so I was like, I really, really want the pink one. So I kept, you know, I did the whole alerts for scrapbook.com, and it's through scrapbook.com, and they don't have free shipping, which I think I've explained that before. That's why I usually don't shop there, but I knew that, you know, I needed to pay for shipping no matter what. So I was like, okay, that's fine. I'll just pay for shipping. But so I did all the alerts. I did all the text alerts. I did all of that. Notify me, all that. And what do you know? I go on to, I just instinctively went, you know what, let me go check. Because I've been checking every once in a while. And I've done notices on both my emails and all that stuff. And nothing. No alerts, no nothing. Well, I go on yesterday to scrapbook.com. And it says die cutting machines on sale. And I was like, oh, cool, let me look. And so I'm just looking, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, first one I come to is the pink one. And it's in stock. And I'm like, look, isn't that cute? And I'm like, oh, man. I didn't get anything. So then I immediately bought it, and okay, and then I noticed later on they had, oh, I did this twice. I did it for Simon Says Stamp also. I got a lot of packages coming, you guys, don't judge. And I did, Simon Says Stamp had sales, and I'm like, oh man, but they never have free shipping either. But I didn't know that they had free shipping for Easter, and so I missed out on that. Not a problem, was my fault. I got overzealous there and didn't even look. And so I'm like, okay, whatever, it's my fault. So, and I don't do that whole, I usually don't do that whole, oh, you know what, I missed out. Because it usually tells you, hey, if you don't use a code, that's your problem, basically, right? And that's, you know, my terms. you're, you know, out of luck. You're shoot out of luck. And I'm like, okay. So I don't go and email or anything like that. But so I missed out on scrapbook.com. I had to pay for shipping. Not a problem though, because what I got was so amazing that it made up for it. So it was no problem. But so I went to scrapbook.com and was like, oh man, this one's in stock. So I immediately bought it, and I was scared that it was going to sell out while I was, you know, still in my cart, right? So I immediately checked out, and then I go back and I'm double checking, making sure after I'm done checking out and I got my confirmation. I go, okay, let me go make double sure everything there. No problems, yada yada. I go and I look, and I'm like, oh, there's a coupon for a free offer from, you know, Crafter's Companion of an embossing folder if you know, put it in your cart. And I'm like, darn it. So I actually emailed them, because I thought, you know what, let me see if I can, because I went back the next day and the switches are all there. So all the switches are in stock. So, well, the pink ones. And so I'm like, oh, cool, okay. So let me go ask them if I can cancel my order, add that to my cart, because I'm already paying for it, right? I already paid for it. So if I can add it to my cart and then check out again, well, then they're like, then I get, this is my handsome husband. They did professional photos. Is he not like good? Oh my gosh, so awesome. And so so then I was like, okay, let me see if I can do that. Not a problem. You know, if they say no, it's not a big deal. But, you know, it doesn't hurt to ask sometimes when it comes to things like that, because it hadn't, ooh, man, because it hadn't shipped yet. So, and I thought, oh, cool. Well, then I got a notice that said it shipped. And I was like, oh, okay, cool, it shipped. No biggie. I missed out. My fault. And so, I'm an adult. I take responsibility for my actions, right? And so, I got overzealous again, and I missed out. But then I get an email from scrapbook.com that said, hey, your order shipped, but I'll send you this anyways. And I'm like, oh, she says, so you'll get a separate confirmation number. And I will tell you what, you guys, that kind of customer service, it kind of has me. So we'll see if it happens. If it happens, awesome. Look at, so it says, this is everything best. Life is good. It looks kind of crooked up here, but it is done. You can't move that stuff. So anyway, so I thought, oh, that's cool. So just an FYI, guys. So it seems like they have really good customer service. So that's cool. So and I guess maybe they have deals every so often that, you know, I need to just be on their email list or something. So so I'll do that now. And because I personally love free shipping. I like free shipping. And so yeah, and a percentage off usually, but if I can only have one or the other, I will take free shipping. And so yeah, because the shipping is the most expensive in my opinion than taxes, or even, you know, like, because I live in California, our taxes are 9.25% to 9.5%. So when you get 10% off, you basically get your taxes off. So that's what our tax bracket is here. So it sucks. So it really does. So you're only basically getting your taxes for free when you have deals like that. So, which, you know, I'm grateful for it all. Honestly, I'm grateful for it all. I'm grateful for coupon codes. I'm grateful that I can afford to grab this frivolous stuff. I'm grateful, you guys. Don't get me wrong. I am grateful. But you know, I do like coupon codes. I'm not embarrassed to say that I use them all the time. So Ash, this happened to Ash. We were like, oh my God, Ash, what is wrong? So, I mean, this honestly happened within 2 days, and it's always the weekend. So Monday morning we call, and so I need to put on here what his condition is. But so we go to the doctor. They say, oh, I think that's in the next photo. I'm not sure, or next week, I'm not sure. But the doctor says, oh, well, this, it looks like an infection from bacteria. And it was like, okay, so bacterial infection. He goes, what is he, you know, doing, da, da, da. And, well, they lay on the rocks. They lay on the rocks outside. Well, that's where, you know, they pee and everything else. So we're like, oh my gosh. So he says, okay, well, you know, don't have them lay on the rocks, have them lay on something else. So we immediately came home. Tim moved all the rocks out of the way in the backyard, moved the rocks, and then we put down mats. So that way they can sit in the sun. They have this spot where they like, and that will be in, I just saw it will be in week 3. And they like that spot. So Tim moved all the rock, moved it all. We, you know, sprayed it down, everything else. And so that way he could lay on there. And so that's where they lay. And his thing was he has to take antibiotics and all that good stuff. So we were like, okay, fine. So he was, this is another movie puzzle we did. And so we moved, so Tim did all that. And Doc says, okay, just, you know, give him a bath and move all that. Okay, we did. And so a week later, his condition still really hasn't improved. And we're like, okay, what is happening? Take him back to the doctor. And I'm not sure if there's in the other videos or in the other photos. I'm not sure if it's updated or not. But I'm like, okay. So he has they did a biopsy. I'm pretty sure I am going to show that, but so I'm not. But I'll talk about it anyways because I can always find another story to tell you guys. But they ended up doing a biopsy on him. And he came back with a condition. I don't remember the name of the condition. Oh, let me move this over. So, but what ends up needing to happen is he needs baths two times a week with this special medicine that the doctor gave us. And so Tim gives him baths twice a week. And we've never had a fur baby be so clean in their lives. We are not bath people because Tim and I have bad backs, and so we can't. We only have our shower, and then we had our bathtub, but you know it's hard to lean over that too. And so we got another chest freezer because we buy so much food, frozen food, and so we got another chest freezer and it fits in my car. No problem. It's gonna turn off. So I guess it's gonna be a long video, guys. Sorry, another long one. So. Because I still have the title card. But, so we give him baths twice a week. Well, now that Tim's remodeling my bathroom, you know, into my oasis, I'm like, no one is taking a bath in there. So we decided that when the bathroom's done, because right now we have to give them baths in the shower, which, you know, we're big people, and to put us in a shower with a fur baby is really hard, and to be leaned over that long is really hard. And but we decided we were going to start saving for a groomer's a groomer's tub. So we're going to remodel our bathroom to fit a groomer's basin. So we're actually getting a full-size one. It's an actual groomer's basin where they have, Tim's going to do a backsplash, and then we're moving, because we have a his and her sink, but I always use his, so I don't mind getting rid of mine. Mine is a long one, so he's going to gut all my sink and my countertop, put the basin in there, and then that way we can, they'll have a ramp so we can take them up the ramp, put them into the basin, because we're always going to have fur babies, put them in one side, I think you wash, and the other side you dry. And so yeah, so we're going to be doing that. So we're going to save up for that. And look at how cute they are. Look at that, they're just amazing. And so yeah, so we're gonna have that in our bathroom, because we both cannot physically stay down for too long. That's how come we've never really given our babies baths, and nor could we ever afford to get, you know, to have them groomed professionally. We've never been able to do that. And then we may be able to do it every so often, but honestly, it's, you know, it's not something we really want to do. Their vet bills are always so high that you know, you have to pick one or the other. Do you want to do vet bills, or do you want to do grooming? And unfortunately, grooming was not part of it. We take them to go get their nails done, and those were $5 Wednesdays here, but they changed that. And so we take them just to get their nails done now, and then we give them baths every so often. But now that we'll be buying, hopefully in the next 3 months or so, I'm hoping by summertime we can be able to save up enough money to grab it, that we can see what I did there. I have these little, I think these came from the Buenos Noches, something like that. Collection, but it fit perfectly with this. It was like meant to be. That's what's kind of weird, is that some of these collections, they can be like their own company. It's from their, but it's not. It's actually different companies. But like I think I said that in the paper issues haul, how it was like, wait a minute, Pink Fresh matches Heidi Swap, and it was like, wow, that's kind of weird. And the color combos that everyone did for the spring summer kind of vibe was all kind of the same, and I'm like, that's kind of weird. But you know, it's cool, because then I can match, you know, everything, so it's fine. But at the same time, you're kind of going, hey, this kind of matches. It's kind of weird. So but yeah, so anyways, I'm still rambling, aren't I? I'm just, you know, I'm just going to town, blah, 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 aren't I? As usual. So, but I was going to make this a shaker, and I thought, you know what? You're not going to make it a shaker because you have too much already coming onto this. So don't make it a shaker, and so I didn't. So I talked to myself a lot. You know what I mean? That says you need expert opinion, so you talk to yourself. Yeah, that's where I'm at in life. So I am there. And okay, I'm gonna bring it up to me, guys. I want to make sure it's kind of good. So I use the negative. So this is the negative of some sort of chipboard sticker. Use everything. Honestly, nothing should be thrown away like this. I mean, you know, when you get like boxes and stuff, you have to let those go, you know, because or else you're gonna be inundated with friggin' boxes everywhere, and you're like, oh my god, you know, why am I saving this? So, but for other things, let's not put glue on the tabs. And my fingers are so gluey. They are so gluey right now. Jeez. And then I bit my nail, I pulled off my nail, and so I ended up bleeding everywhere. And so I'm like, it's the drawbacks of biting your nails. It's just that you're constantly bleeding. Your fingers are constantly bleeding. So when you're a paper crafter, you kind of have to be careful. But, you know, like I said, it's a habit and one I can't break. And I wish I could, because, you know, it hurts. It's not like it's fun. But, yeah, so I ended up making myself bleed earlier, and I'm like, oh, man. So, and, you know, pulling it out of your cuticle kind of smarts. So this needs a little bit more upper. I want to get it right, you guys, because it needs to stay on there. No shoddy workmanship. Oh, I guess the washing machine's done. Which means I will be changing my clothes over and washing some more. I gotta wash. So did I tell you guys I joined Weight Watchers? You know why I joined Weight Watchers? Because I love Weight Watchers. But you know why I joined Weight Watchers? Because my teeny tiny daughter did. 2 weeks. So she's on week 3 right now. Yeah, my teeny tiny daughter, who's lost 100 and I think she said 19 pounds, wants to lose 18 more. And she wasn't able to do it. She can't get over that plateau, so she joined Weight Watchers. And she goes, Mom, I just want to feel better. And I'm like, okay, cool. You know what? It's okay. But if you start feeling sick or run down, you need to stop. And so she's like, I will. So she joined, and then she started talking about it, and I'm like, oh, man. I was like, okay, but they don't have it in our town. You have to drive 45 minutes to go over on a Saturday, and I'm like, I don't want to drive on every Saturday to another town. I like, if I have nothing to do, it's the only, Saturday and Sunday are the only days I get to stay home, like for sure, and not do anything. And so, I'm missing, did it fall? Oh no, there it is. Okay. I told her, I said I don't want to go every week, and then I wasn't really going to join. I wanted to see if I could get just my, you know, numbers, because I know what I'm doing with Weight Watchers, because I've done it. This will be my 4th time joining, and they won't let you, but they had a deal where you can join for $15, $5 for 3 months, so $15 for 3 months. And I was like, all right, fine, I'll do it. And so I've been doing it, you guys, and oh my God, it's so hard. It is honestly so hard, because I eat organic and full fat. I don't do fat free or light anymore, because Bobby says, Bobby Parrish from Flav City says, you know, don't. And I'm like, okay. And there's no benefit, he says. So I'm like, okay. So look at, this thing is layered, you guys, but I tried not to go too bulky. It's not too bulky, just enough, but it should flatten when it's in an album and everything's packed on there. But what do you guys think? Is that not cute? I love it. And so, I'm not going to do that on every layout, because that would be bad for my album. I do 3. So far, I'm doing 3 a year, and I don't want to do 4. So I'm trying not to get too crazy with that. But what do you guys think? So I wanted to say thank you to Barbara Haish and Denise Wright. Thank you, and all my lurkers out there. Hey! just being silly, you guys, but hey, hello, hi. So, hola. That's what I tell my dad. I suck as a Mexican, but there was something on TV where, I don't know what it was, but every so often I'll tell my dad, I'm like, when he answers the phone, I'm like, hola, papa. And I'm like, and he's just like, are you okay? Or do you need to see a psychiatrist? Are you okay? And I'm like, yes. So it's just a joke, and he's just, my dad is so straight-laced. All right, guys, so take care. I will see you all hopefully soon. Yeah, hopefully soon. I will have, what you will see are a lot of haul videos. That's what's coming all week and all next week. So I have a lot of stuff coming. I need to stop shopping. All right, guys, take care. Bye.